What's up, people? Welcome back to the Stash Roundtables, sponsored by 47 Brand. Let your you out. And it is the greatest, most wonderful time of the year. It's not Christmas, but if you're a basketball fan, it's the most beautiful time of the year, and it's March Madness. So, special time. We brought together some of the biggest sports fans, critics, writers, and just know-it-alls about
in our own minds.
In our own minds. We're gonna go around real quick. I'll introduce the lovely and talented panel for you guys watching at home. My man Alvin Blanco, the deputy editor of hiphopwire.com and a proud UVA alumnus. My man Nate Santos, the senior staff writer of thestash.com. My man Scoob Steve Rivers, one of the franchise editors over at Interactive One. We got my man Sean Malcolm, the legendary King Magazine, Everything Magazine, just fucking
legend of my own mind.
Friggin' legend is own mind. We got Russ Bankston, one of the senior editors over at Complex.com, and my man Angel Diaz, also of Complex.com. Now, what's up, people? It's still the most beautiful time of the year over if you're a basketball fan. It's Stash Madness, March Madness. If you're watching this right now, you're probably jumping for joy, or you want to choke somebody out because your brackets are all finished and done and burnt to the ground. So, one thing I want to ask you guys, is there any honor in filling out one bracket and winning, or filling out multiple brackets and still coming close? What is your take? Like, how do you enter March Madness to when your office pool or pools with your friends or just any type of bracket that you guys do? Let's start off.
It's like fantasy football. You just sign up for as many leagues as possible. It's like it's like when the Powerball is out there, you're not gonna buy just one ticket. You're gonna buy at least 10 to 20 because that's exactly how it's gonna go down. So yeah, you're trying to like maximize your odds of winning the whole thing. So now, we're trying to get money, man. Money on the table. Yeah, no.
You never. Ever. We saw this.
There's no ethics in this, brother.
Listen, wait. I don't know if you guys have all seen Think Like a Man 2, but there's a scene where Kevin Hart places all his chips on Black 7 or Red 7, right? And it comes out and it's like $300,000. But Romany Malco moves the money and only leaves one chip there. So Kevin Hart ends up getting like $1,000. You never put all your chips on that one table, so you have to always spread it out. And you do as many brackets as you humanly possibly can.
Damn right.
Because what's gonna happen is you are gonna get one that is totally burnt to
It's crap.
Right. You're gonna get one that's burnt to hell because of a team like a Wichita State or an SMU or a Davidson. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna hate yourself.
I have one that I felt in my heart, and I have one that I felt in my head.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a favorite team that I want to see win it all. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick these guys. Like I usually have don't mind the shirt. I usually have North Carolina going kind of far, or a St. John's going kind of far if they're in it, or if I like a particular player. This year is D'Angelo Russell. I have Ohio State going far because one year, which is why I love Stephen Curry so much. I was just a big fan of him going into the tournament. So I was like, I'm just gonna. And that was the best. That was the best tournament I've ever had. I had him going to the Elite Eight, and I rode the hot hand into it. And then I have one that I pick in my head, or I'm like, okay, maybe Kentucky's gonna go, and just roll through all that. So, I mean, have you ever just filled out just one bracket and just wrote it out? And how did that feel? Did you just kind of was it even memorable?
Sure, I have.
Is it even fun at all? Or
Was it memorable?
I'll say come April, whenever the final game is and it's over,
nobody cares.
If you won, cool. If not, and whatever.
And usually your bracket by then is long since been thrown out.
Oh, yeah. And you're always on that one person who's still I still got my Final Four.
Right. Was it last year, 2 years ago, where it was there was a bunch of underdogs winning?
Yeah.
It was when Duke lost to Lee. Nobody had that.
Wasn't that the year someone put up
Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett put up $1 billion for a perfect bracket.
And after 2 rounds, there were 2 people left.
It's ridiculous.
But that's the thing, to me, the upsets, like the best upsets that like everyone loves watching, are inevitably the ones that destroy like everyone's bracket.
Yeah.
So like I don't even want to be like, I'd rather just enjoy the game.
There's always like the sexy pick that everybody thinks is gonna be the upset. There's always like those 5-12.
Always
like,
a 5-12.
You gotta pick a 5-12 over a 5, and then like, you know, if everyone picks it, is it really an upset? You know, so it's kind of, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, just have fun, fill out your brackets, do what you gotta do. We'll let the experts take it from here. And if you haven't enjoyed your March Madness, like we probably haven't, because our brackets will probably be toast by then, have a happy spring, and we'll see you next season.
See you at the draft.
See you at the draft. Yeah.
This is a great question.
Listen, I'm going to fill out at least 3. Yeah, I'm going to fill out at least 3 because, one, I got to go in my heart. So Michigan State is always going to be picked in my bracket to win a national championship every year. So I go in my heart on one of them. The other one, I'll put together upsets. I'll go through it, I'll put together upsets. And then my last one, I try to use my expertise or whatever you call that to pick out a bracket. So I usually fill out 3.
You know, I fill out 10 brackets like everybody else. I got 1 for work. You know, I have like 2 or 3 with these guys. I have 1 at home. You know, I try. It's tough because you want to keep your Final Four the same, but then again, you know, you don't know. So yeah, I fill out a lot of brackets.
Well, first of all, anybody who fills out more than 1 bracket is a loser. You can't fill out 10 brackets then brag about that you won. I mean, you have to pick out 1 bracket and that be the end. If you pick out a bunch of brackets and then tell your friends you did good, you're a loser.
I fill out 1 bracket that I truly believe. You know, that's the way I go. I have a few boys, I have some kids, so I let them fill out brackets for me if I have any extras.
No, I just do 1 bracket. We have a little, well, my kids are not living at home anymore, they're older, but we always, the 4 of us will do a bracket and see who wins. So 1 bracket only.
I fill out 1. I just fill out 1 bracket. And yeah, no, I mean, I didn't know you could do more than 1. So, I mean, but no, I just fill out 1. And I think I've won the whole thing one time, like a team bracket when I was playing in the league. I won it once. And so.
I fill out 1 bracket. Those are my picks. And here's the thing. I do it inside of 5 minutes. I have a pretty good idea, but I don't think you can cogitate over your bracket picks. Plus, I don't have time because I have a very tight window between when I see the bracket and when we're doing the selection show, and I have to give people my picks. So I try not to overthink it. I just go with my instinct, and that's why I tell people my number 1 advice, if you want to win your pool, is do not, under any circumstances, use my picks. Don't do it. I don't want to hear it. No blaming. Don't tweet me. Don't write me over Facebook. Don't accost me in the airport. I don't want to hear it. I like to take chances. I like to pick for upsets. I'm not playing it safe. If you want to win your office pool, play it safe. Don't use my picks, and I don't want to hear it.